Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I definitely want to thank you for tuning in. I am, of course, as always, Freakazoid67216, and I do hope you are having yourself a wonderful good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on where you are in the world and what time of day it is that you are watching this video. Now, today is going to be one of those. I'm going to be doing a two-parter episode. As you know, I've been making several videos for Star Trek Online, which is personally one of my more favorite games. And earlier today, they just released 2 new episodes for the continuation of the Year of Klingon and the Klingon War, or the Klingon Civil War, which the first episode is going to be listed as Warriors of the Empire, which is going to be the first one we're going to be playing. And the second one is going to be listed as a Day Long Remembered, which is going to be in a upcoming video. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into the game, okay?
The time has come. Join us in the Boreth system. We are preparing to make our next move against the forces of the so-called Emperor and his dishonorable lackeys. Soon we will rally those who would end this destructive conflict and restore the Empire. The journey lies ahead. All that remains is to take the first step.
So we're going to go back to the Boreth system in the Beta Quadrant, which kind of irritates me that Star Trek Online did this, because this was technically supposed to be the Alpha Quadrant. So we got a few things we're going to get. Over 16,500 experience points for completing the mission. Almost 14,500 expertise points. Points to complete a new daily event, which is going on in between the 2 new episodes, which we'll cover that here in a second. Some dilithium, and a Tetrion mine launcher, which you can kind of see the specs here. Now, with that fact being said, I kind of wanted to throw this out here for just a second. So, this is going to be part of a ongoing ongoing event that's going to be taking place for the next few days. And I'll kind of go over that information here in just a second for you as well, so that we can kind of see what the rewards are going to be. This started today on the 25th of May, and this is going to be continuing on up until the what did they say this was for? So this is going to be continuing on until June 24th. So this is going to be going for almost a full 30 days. Now then, kind of looking over the rewards for completing this current event. You have a total of 40 marks, which, cut it in half, it'll be 20. Basically, you'll have to play any one of these 20 times. And as you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's the 2 new episodes. There's the previous episode, which is listed as Leap of Faith, which is the start of these 3 episodes. The To Hell with Honor, the TFO Best Served Cold, the new TFO, which has remained Klingon, and a new patrol, which is part of the Klingon Civil War. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the first episode here. Now, as you guys kind of saw, there's going to be a whole bunch of reward items you're going to get once you complete these 20 marks. A 50,000 let's see. Yeah, after completing primary progress requirements, claim grand prize. Keep playing. Only Kronos endures content to be rewarded with large amount of dilithium ore as a bonus. Each time you progress, starts at 8,000, adds 1,000 each time you complete within a 20-hour period, caps out at 50,000. So here's the items that you'll get. You get the Imperial Assault Armor, which there's the baseline specs for it. Physical, kinetic, energy, disruptor damage, phaser damage, increase in run speed, increase in root resist, increase in knockback resist. Create a mycelial rift drone when on the ground, which is kind of cool if you're doing what a person that I know calls the dude mancy, where you create a whole bunch of different summons. So you create a miniature mycelial rift, basically summoning some Ilachi drone for a few seconds. You'll get the Imperial Shield. The Nanopulse Batleth. And the Nanopulse Disruptor Pistol. Now, here's one thing that I do want to point out. If you are going to be playing up against the Borg on ground and you use these weapons, please make sure that you carry a remodulator with you, since these are energy weapons and the Borg will adapt to them. That is going to be the biggest "you're welcome" kind of moment when it comes to those. Now, as you can see, if you're wearing 2 pieces, it'll increase your kit performance. Using a kit module causes your next weapon attack to apply hack, which slows down foes in an area around the target. Drone made by the Armor's Mycelial Rift Fabricator will apply hack when they begin charging their rift. Experience Beige for the 3-piece. Increase crit chance. Defeating 5 foes within 5 seconds recovers half the recharge time of kit modules. And the Rift Drone Fabricator. Having all 4 pieces will increase crit severity, improve hack and root, as well as slow. Improves Experience Beige to recover 100%. And improves the Drone Fabricator to deploy 2 drones instead of 1. So there are going to be bonuses towards it, but again, there's going to be drawbacks depending on what ground forces you battle. Anyway, that kind of covers over all of that. So let's launch the mission here. So we're just going to jump straight into it.
Ah, you have arrived. Good. Perhaps you can succeed where I have not.
I appreciate your vote of confidence, General. What's the problem?
The problem is that we cannot decide on our next move. Getting a spy, a warrior, a politician, and a general to agree on anything is a difficult challenge. When all those people are Klingons, it becomes a challenge worthy of Kahless himself.
Well, seeing as I'm not Kahless, what do you suggest I do?
Speak with the others, see what they have in mind. Your fresh perspective may find a path forward, if such a thing exists.
Very well.
I have received word that systems controlled by House Korath are being attacked by forces loyal to Jumpok. They are being punished for their refusal to bend the knee.
Giggity. As are many. Jim Puck seeks vengeance on any who dare defy him.
Our intel suggests that Akar's virus has been used to render their starships defenseless in several battles. I believe we can forge an alliance with them by providing the countermeasures to the virus. This will give their forces a chance to fight as warriors rather than die without honor in the cold darkness of space.
Your plan is worth consideration.
The others believe we should curry favor with the strongest houses that stand against Jimpock. It is not a position I agree with.
Why?
The strong houses will resent any aid from us. They will take it as an offense, a question of their honor and their prowess as warriors. Smaller houses in need will be more pragmatic. They will accept our aid and become loyal allies when called upon.
Good point.
I believe we should prove our strength by helping those who need it most. In doing so, we will earn respect from the stronger houses, rather than resentment.
Your wisdom's appreciated.
My mind often returns to the disaster at Kuvat. Though it was Akar who gave the order to fire on the planet, it happened on my ship. I want to remove the dishonor of that treacherous attack on the world of my mother's birth.
And how do you propose we do that?
There are reports of new mycelial rifts opening in the Kuvat system. Corrupted Alachi have launched several attacks in retaliation for previous attacks of aggression against them. It seems another one of my sins has returned to haunt me. I would go to Kuvat and aid their forces against the Alachi.
Working to undo the damage done will be noticed and appreciated.
You see, I think that's why we have yet to agree on a plan. Each of us has a bold, challenging goal in mind.
And what's your idea, General?
I propose that we go to Kronos and put a batleth into Jimpock's skull. After issuing a formal challenge for the right to lead, of course. As glorious as that would be, it was decided the level of security surrounding the Emperor would be more than even we could handle. That, and the matter of his dishonorable solution to the last fight we had over the Chancellor's seat. Ah!
Of the plans I've heard so far, L'Rell should be considered first.
Indeed. I would hear your reasoning for this decision.
House Korath is one of the great houses. They could see our aid as an insult.
That may be true, but what of Kuvat? Do we abandon the people there to the Alachi?
No, we'll help them once we have greater numbers.
Yes. A warrior who enters a battle unprepared is a warrior destined to fail. You are correct. With more forces at our side, we will be able to face the Alachi and aid the people of Kuvat.
Then we should decide upon a lesser house to assist.
I do not disagree. And I believe I know the perfect candidate for this operation. House Kang.
That's interesting.
After the death of the Harmaster Kang, the house lost a great deal of influence. It has been in a slow but steady state of decline ever since. They have been seeking a way to restore glory to their house for some time now. Their most recent attempt ended poorly.
Okay.
When Jimpock declared himself emperor, House Kang was preparing to stage a coup. Unfortunately, spies discovered their plan and informed Jimpock. Imperial security captured most of the leadership of House Kang, and they are on their way to Rura Pente as we speak.
Jimpock threw me into a prison once. He wanted me to suffer and die without honor. I will not let that happen to the warriors of House Kang.
And what's your idea, General?
I do. I think we should raid that system and liberate the House Kang warriors being held there. I will lead our ground forces on these raids. I knew Dahar Master Kang, and I know many of the current leaders of his house. They will be quicker to trust a familiar face.
Very well.
While we conduct the raids, I want the crews of the Core and Rotaran to seek more allies and conduct reconnaissance. We must be prepared for future battles after this one. Now, let us show the Great Houses our strength. Kapla! They're holding General Kanal of House Kang on one of these prison stations, along with many of his loyal warriors. The stations are rigged with sensor jammers, so we'll have to find Kanal and his forces the hard way.
Martok?
I'll be leading the boarding parties to search for Kanal, starting with Station Alpha. We'll beam over from your ship once you've disabled the station's defenses. And then things will get interesting. I do not expect the prison guards to give up their prize easily.
Very well. All hands, red alert, battle stations.
Station Alpha is disabled.
Boarding party transport complete. We are engaging the enemy.
Incoming fleet on sensors. Prepare for combat!
This is Martok. We've completed our search of the station, but Kanal was nowhere to be found. We did find some of his troops, though. Several of them told me that Kanal was taken to Station Gamma for interrogation.
Sounds like we have our next destination.
Indeed. We have some new allies to join in the fight. Kanal's warriors are eager to help us, and I'm inclined to let them.
As am I.
Good. We're ready for the next jailbreak. Come and get us.
Very well. Stand by.
already waiting for us on Station Gamma. Let's not disappoint them.
A leader who thinks of those who serve, as well as the Empire. Warriors follow them proudly.
Station Gamma is disabled.
This is Marta. Resistance is stronger than anticipated. We need reinforcements immediately.
Understood. We'll beam over more troops.
I'm picking up incoming warp signatures. Enemy forces are inbound to our position.
General, we have company. Stand by.
Here they come. Looks like a Nausicaan mercenary fleet.
The station is secure, but Kanal is not here. In fact, no one from House Kang is here. Mostly Dregs, bound for a dishonorable death on that ice ball down there.
Did you find any clues, General?
Possibly. I found an old friend of ours locked up over here. That annoying Ferengi who sold us out to Jim Park back on Nimbus 3. He says he has information, but he'll only speak to you about it.
This ought to be interesting. All right, put him on screen.
We meet again, Nemesis. After an unfortunate misunderstanding between myself and the Klingons, I find myself bound for the frozen depths of Rura Pente. They didn't even give me a trial. But my fortunes could be about to change. I know where your famous general is.
What do you want this time?
Since we lack the time for a proper series of negotiations, I'll make it simple for you. Get me out of here, alive, and I will tell you where he is. Leave me here to my cruel, frozen fate, and you'll never find him.
I'll get you out of there and see to it that you receive a fair trial. A final offer.
But you... We have a deal. Even a prison cell on Kronos is better than that frozen nightmare below. I'd be standing before the blessed exchequer within a week. My ledgers are not ready for the final audit.
Where is the general?
One of the prisoners here put a shiv in his back to score points. He should be dead, but the word is Chancellor... Emperor Jempok made it clear he was not to die a warrior's death. Unfortunately, the surgeon here is an incompetent drunk, so they took Kanal to Beta Station for medical treatment over there. Check the sickbay logs under snacks and libations if you don't believe me.
Martok?
It appears the little Capet is telling the truth. Pity. I was looking forward to dangling him by his ears from an airlock until he talked.
General.
Very well. I'll bring him along and throw him by the ears into your brig. Enough of this! We're ready to beam out when you are.
Understood. Stand by. Security, prepare your cell.
Quickly! Kanal has survived one attack. He may not survive another.
Enemy vessels decloaking. These are dreadnoughts. Station Beta is disabled. Boarding parties, stand by for transport.
That dreadnought's arrival worked in our favor. The guards were distracted by your glorious battle, and Kanal used the opportunity to stage a riot. By the time we got here, most of the fighting was over.
There will be other battles.
Indeed, Kanal is still in one piece, and we're all ready to leave this place.
Understood. Stand by.
Lady Joula and Laurel, you honor us, Mother. House Kang will not forget your actions today.
You are needed in the fight to restore the Empire. The honor was ours.
Well said. Jempok sending my troops and I to die in prison is cause enough for us to rally to your banner. But no Klingon would turn their backs on a campaign to save our glorious Empire. Give the call to arms, and House Kang will answer.
Come on, General. You will not have to wait long to heed such a call to glory.
Stay ready and we'll be in touch.
We are receiving an incoming transmission from a dead Pa.
On screen?
House Korath is under attack once more. This time in the Forca system. A number of their ships have been disabled by Akar's virus and left to die in flight. He is sending a message. Stand against the Emperor and face a dishonorable death.
Another mind game.
Indeed. But this is a game we can win. If we move quickly, we can reach Forcas before those vessels break down and explode. We can give them the countermeasures they need to survive.
What's the call?
I will not stand by and do nothing when we have the means to save those warriors. A dead Pa, we will meet you in the Forca system. Be prepared to render assistance to the Korath vessels.
Helm set course, maximum warp.
From what I can tell, Akar has infected these ships with a virus similar to the one he used to destroy the Lucara. It renders them defenseless and unable to move, while every critical system begins to break down and fail. Eventually, the systems regulating their antimatter containment fields will fail. I think you know what happens after that.
Can you stop it?
Yes, I have started to modify the countermeasures we have used before when dealing with Akar's little tricks. They should be ready by the time we reach those vessels.
Excellent.
Remain vigilant as we approach those vessels. I have studied recent records of battle. Akar has used remotely controlled ships as bombs before.
Good point. This could be another one of his traps. Stay sharp.
Enemy ships inbound, on an attack vector. Countermeasures are ready. Use them to restore the Korath vessels.
I do not know how you did it, and I do not care. My ship is ready for battle once more.
There are other ships to assist.
Yes, and Jumpock's loyalists may return as well. Only this time, their cowardly tricks will not work. I thought Admiral DeBurr to be an honorable warrior, but he is just as treacherous as his Emperor. Bah! If he shows his face again, I will make it uglier for him!
It's good to fight at your side.
It's him! Admiral DeBurr!
Reading a containment field collapsed on one of the Korath vessels. were too late for most of them. Some escape pods were able to reach a safe distance before the end. One vessel remains. Do we have enough time to save them?
What's the status of the remaining ship?
They're doing what they can against the virus. We have some time before their core systems reach a critical state.
Do not abandon the warriors in escape pods. You have time. Rescue them, so they may fight on as warriors. Right now, you need to save the ones who need your help the most.
Very well. Prepare to conduct rescue operations.
Comms, notify sickbay. Some of those survivors may need attention.
An enemy force just dropped out of warp.
That's the last of them. It's time to restore the last Korak vessel.
I am Contract, son of Gatron. I lead the forces of House Korath in this system. Your assistance is appreciated, but the battle isn't over yet.
Explain.
Admiral Devere will not give up so easily. When he said he would return, he meant it. And he will come with reinforcements. I will not allow him to take this system.
What do you propose?
Now that you have restored our ships, we will make our stand here.
Captain, while I appreciate your courage, you must realize your forces are in no shape to engage Devere. Such a battle is unwise. You should withdraw.
Devere is powerful, but he is not invincible. My ship may be damaged, but even a dreadnought can't survive the explosion from a warp core breach at point-blank range. I am prepared to deliver that fatal blow.
You mean you're about to go Owala Kwakbar?
It is his duty to defend this system by any means necessary. He wishes to lead his forces to victory as a warrior born. You could leave him to his fate. Without our ships, his fleet will probably lose the battle. With our aid, however, victory could be found, along with a new ally.
And yes, I said that incorrectly. I said that on purpose.
I understand. Your counsel is appreciated, Laurel, even if the lesson you teach is a bitter one. Captain Gatrak, we will remain in the system and fight by your side, to the end.
Very well. Honor to you and your house, matriarch. Today we will rid the stars of Devere and his lackeys. Comply!
Red alert.
Attention, enemy forces! Out of respect for your courage, I offer you the chance to quit this system and surrender it to the authority of Emperor Jempok. Remain, and I shall give you the honor of a warrior's death.
Denied. Did I make his ship go boom?
They're on a collision course!
Evasive action!
Ah, I missed what... Hold on.
The truck and his crew died with honor. Soon they will be with Talis and Stovacor, singing songs of glory and victory. You have our thanks. Without your strength, we would have been defeated.
And he would have died in vain.
Indeed. But now, the Vernus fleet were critical to Jempok's plan for the sector. Without them, House Korath will be able to maintain control here.
The fight against him is not over.
Agreed. With the loss of Gatrak, I am now in command of our forces here. Know that you can rely on us when the time comes. Until then, we will await your call to glorious battle. Kapla!
Martok sends word from the Kuvat system. It is not good news.
What's going on?
New rifts are opening, and the Alachi are sending fleets to attack from them. I failed the people of Kuvat once. I will not fail them again.
Very well. What's the plan?
Inform our allies and ask them to assemble at Kuvat. We will meet at Martok's coordinates. Together, we can defeat the Alachi and save the people of Kuvat.
Very well. Set course to Kavat.
There are still a few ships defending the system, but they are outnumbered by the enemy.
More Alachi could arrive at any time. We need to move.
Martok is here, but where are our allies? Why did they not answer the call to arms?
Have patience. The warriors of House Kang had to return to their vessels. House Korath's fleet was decimated by Akar's virus.
They'll need time to regroup.
Yes, but they will respond, for they are Klingon. They gave their word, and they will honor it. It falls to us to hold the line and keep the Alache at bay until they arrive. Kapla!
Red alert.
I know your face. You are Jaula of House Mokai. Your craven weapon scarred Kuvat and killed many Klingons. Why are you here? Do you come to atone for your crimes?
In a way, yes. I have come to defend the birth world of my mother from these attacks. My allies and I pledge to stop the Alachi and seal these rifts forever.
And how am I to know that this is not more of your Mokai treachery? Honeyed words meant to deceive and ensnare before the killing blow?
You have my word of honor, warrior. Mine and the word of General Martok. I trust that will be sufficient.
I have heard that you walked among us once again, Lorel. It pleases me to see the rumors are true. If you and Martok are willing to fight at Jaula's side, I will do so as well.
Wise choice.
Now, you say you come to help with these rifts. There is one nearby. Show us that your word has value here, Jaula. Close the rift now.
We'll do what we can.
To more rifts have opened nearby! Reading a new rift opening, much larger than before.
We must investigate it at once.
This new rift is a lot larger and more powerful than any we have seen so far. Are we going to be able to close it?
We'll need to run some scans.
Well, out with it. Can we close it or not?
Adetpa, do your readings match mine?
They do. I am reading two signals from the other side of the rift. One is using a heavily encrypted Alachi code. The other is using code unique to House Mokai.
To what end?
I believe someone has acquired some of the Mokai tech from our earlier incursions into the mycelial realm and modified it. They are using it to create these rifts.
It's your tech. Can you shut it down?
I have tried several times. The command systems are not recognizing the orders.
What's our next move?
We will not be able to do much more from here. The solution to this problem lies within the mycelial network.
And what do you propose?
You and I will lead a team into the mycelial network and attempt to contact our allies there. Perhaps the Jasep or the liberated Alachi can assist us. Failing that, we will need to find a solution to the problem ourselves within the network.
Agreed.
Bringing a resolution to this conflict with the Alachi will be difficult, Jagula. But I believe you will find a way to do so. Go now. We will wait for you here and defend Kuvat from any further attacks. Katla!
See you on the other side.
This is what it was like before, when my forces attacked. I was a fool, blind with rage. I am not proud of this. Then, the task to restore order fell upon your shoulders. Now, that responsibility belongs to me.
Do not forget that we have allies here.
I am reading several Alachi life signs nearby. They appear to be in an agitated state. I doubt they would be willing or able to help us. Get ready to fight!
Ready weapons?
I am also picking up an Alachi communication relay on the tricorder. Perhaps we can use it to send a message to our allies within the mycelial realm.
There's only one way to find out. Let's try to reach it. Oh, hold on. I has to do this. We are Borg. Okay, enough of that.
Ilachi! They were waiting to attack! Do not read the Alachi life signs in the area. Look there. Those lights. Those are the filaments for transport here, yes? They connect different parts of the mycelial realm.
That they do.
We should be able to use this to reach the next island and continue our search for the comms relay.
Indeed. Ready when you are. Whee! Boop. Bright light.
The communication relay lies ahead. If my readings are accurate, we can use it to trigger a signal. Something that our allies among the liberated Alachi will notice.
I'm sure we can make a noticeable modification. I pushed the button.
Our signal was received, but not by our allies.
Here, you know what? Weapon. 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 I make it the drone. No. I missed what she said. Because it popped up right as I was trying to pick something up.
Do you see it? Another Ilachi comms relay just ahead. Perhaps we can use it to boost our signal and make contact with the liberated Ilachi.
Worth a shot. Let's get a little prepared this time. Come on.
Look out! More Ilachi are attacking! That Ilachi doesn't seem corrupted like the others.
Jolan True, my friend. You are fortunate I received your last transmission. I see that you travel with the criminal, Jaula. This is most unusual. Please, explain yourself.
We need to seal a massive rift, and we need your help.
If you do not trust me, Ilachi, trust in your friend's judgment. I am here to help. We believe there are others using modified versions of my tech to create a massive rift. Our attempts to shut it down have not been successful. Perhaps, by working together, we can close the rift and put an end to the spread of corruption here.
She speaks truth. We are not your enemy.
This would explain why our efforts to neutralize the corruption have failed. We did not have the information on your tech we needed. Jaula, if you give me your word of honor, I will assist your realm once more.
I give you my word of honor. As a Klingon warrior and the leader of my house, we will fight at your side and work together to make things right in this place.
Same goes for me.
Very well. We must move quickly. The corrupted ones have sent a fleet of considerable strength through it to attack your realm, and are preparing more vessels to strike.
What's our next move?
There is a device nearby that we can use to destabilize the rift. Come, I will show you the way.
Lead on. And jump.
A shaper lies ahead. It is a device that uses spore mist to alter the terrain and the environment.
How can it help?
We can reconfigure this device to release a wave of energized spore mist. The wave will cleanse the corruption from the mycelium as it flows throughout the realm.
What about the rift?
It will begin to destabilize, eventually reaching a point where it can be closed. Be advised, the corrupted ones are using the shaper to maintain the rift. They will defend it to the death.
Very well.
Good. We can now use the Shaper to undo the madness of the corrupted ones.
We?
Yes, myself and Ja'ula. She will deal with her tech, while I deal with that of the corrupted ones. Working together, we can enable the reconfiguration process and destabilize the rift.
Understood.
Remain vigilant, for the corrupted ones will return, and in force. You must defend us while we reconfigure the Shaper.
Work quickly. We need to end this. Let's get a little prepared here, shall we?
Quickly, use the other console to unlock the next set of modifications. Move to the next console and unlock it! the final sequence of the console on the far side of the machine.
It worked. The wave is cleansing the realm of corruption, and the rift is beginning to destabilize.
Excellent. Now what?
I will return with you to your realm. The liberated Alachi wish to bring an end to such incursions to our realm, and I believe I can help you with that task.
You will be welcome to join us in the effort.
Very well. Let us return to your ship now. The window for safe transport back to your realm is closing soon.
Kagan, I see your efforts were successful. Adepa tells me we will be able to close the rift soon.
Yes, once the rift destabilizes to a critical level.
Very well. Until that time comes, we must defend Kuvat and face the Alachi in battle.
Any sign of allies?
We have detected several Klingon vessels on long-range sensors. They are approaching at high warp, but we do not know if they are friends or foes.
All hands, red alert. We'll hold the line until we can. For as long as we can.
The rift has destabilized to a point where it can be closed from this side.
That's good.
I recommend haste. The corrupted ones have a large fleet moving to exit the rift as we speak.
Acknowledged.
Watch out! An Alachi fleet made it out before the rift closed!
Victory is ours! The Alachi have been driven from the system, and Kuvat is secure once more.
News of this will spread through the Empire.
Yes, to friends and foes alike. After today, more allies will join forces with us, along with House Kang and House Korra.
We'll need them at our side when we face Jimpak.
I have received words from my contacts among the Orions and the Gorn. They stand ready to join us when the time comes.
Good to hear.
The three Alachi will join the fight as well. We desire an end to this conflict, and to the usage of the mycelial weapon.
Understandable.
Tarzan, I would speak with you later about a mycelial matter. For now, however, I believe we all have to prepare for the last campaign. Soon, the time will come to face Jimpak and his forces in battle.
Indeed. It appears all roads lead to Kronos. We must be ready.
Word of our deeds is spreading throughout the Empire. More allies stand ready to fight at our side, but we cannot rest easy. The mad Emperor will retaliate with all the forces he can muster. While it is said that revenge is a dish that is best served cold, we should expect the unexpected from Jimpak. In his madness, he will be unpredictable. In his desperation, he may commit unthinkable acts to avenge his losses. I feel the final days of this war are upon us, but I know from experience that those days can be terrible to face. We can only follow the example of Kalish and fight with honor.
Alright, guys, so that's the end of the episode. I definitely want to thank you for tuning in. And yes, it is a little long. We'll continue on with the next episode here in just a couple of minutes. Until then, take care and have yourself a wonderful day.